All right. Shalom. 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 Um, First and foremost, I do want to say, call Allah Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. That's all praises to the Most High in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Nah, of course, y'all see by the title, we're going into Babylon. Right now, this is not an in-depth breakdown on Babylon. This is just this is just 2 chapters. Right now, of course, we're gonna get precepts outside of those 2 chapters. But these are 2 chapters that are in Jeremiah, right? They're right next to each other. But they help give us an identifier of as of who is Babylon, right? Or what is it? Now, we're gonna be getting a couple precepts out of Revelation, but we're gonna really just be focusing on 2 chapters in Jeremiah, right? Well, technically 3. Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, and Jeremiah 51. Right. Of course, we're going to get precepts out of Lamentations 4, Revelation 17, Zechariah. We're really going to be focusing on just those 3 chapters, right, in Jeremiah. So, let's share our screen. Right now, of course, like and share the video. You know, this one's going to be fairly short. That's why I just uploaded this video for y'all to watch. 1 second. Let me pull it up. Oh, Deacon's Live. In Genesis. I was wondering why it's not popping like it usually is. Let me show y'all something. I just released a good video. It's a debate because I'm trying to get this Las Vegas channel up and going in the algorithm. But it's right here. All right, y'all see the title? Yes, he does admit to some. Says that he's guilty of some wild things because he was speaking too fast, too quick, and he wasn't thinking about what he was saying. Right, so he put himself in a hole because he was solely moving off of emotions. And when he admitted it and said that he was guilty of it, he then tried to accuse me of doing the same thing. And I had to shut it down. But you can see in his face just like his regret and his anger and his emotions, right? So make sure you pay attention. But definitely go like and watch that video and share it, right? It's 24 minutes, but I have like another hour or so because we talk about the Trinity, we talk about what else we talk about? We talk about the law. I mean, not the law, salvation. We go into a lot of things. I do think that we speak about a little bit of prophecy, but for the most part, it's usually just or it's really just the law, right? Him beating around the bush, but it's good edification, right? So let's read this. So in Jeremiah 49, 7 through 22, all that's doing against prophecy against Edom, right? So just want y'all to pay attention. Let me close this. Okay, boom. You don't put this to YouTube. What's this? No, I'm playing the video. I don't want to play the video. So Jeremiah 49, 7 through 22, all that's dealing with the prophecies against Edom, right? What's going to happen to Edom, so on and so forth. Because the whole thing with Jeremiah in the latter chapters, he's going into a lot of different prophecy against different nations. Now, this all doesn't mean end time prophecy, right? Because there's certain things that's dealing with Babylon that's not future Babylon, but ancient Babylon. But as you see in Jeremiah 50, it's prophecy against Babylon, right? Now, you don't see no marker to where it says prophecy against this spot. No, it's all dealing with prophecy against Babylon. And with 51, Babylon judged for sins against Israel, right? So it's still Babylon's judgment for what they're doing. Right now, of course, watch this. You see Nebuchadnezzar being mentioned. So we're going to prove that Mystery Babylon is Edom. Shalom, Hazai. We're going to prove that it's Edom. We're not going to prove where it's at. We're not going to go in depth with it because, quite frankly, I do not have my laptop charger, and we are losing battery. So let's get into it, right? So first, we're going to get Jeremiah. Well, let me pull up both chapters. Jeremiah 49. All right, let's start at verse 12. All right, Jeremiah 49:12. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh, behold," oh, my bad. "Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. And are you he that shall altogether go unpunished? You shall not go unpunished, but you shall surely drink of it." Now, what we have to pay attention to is the wordage on the punishment of both Mystery Babylon Babylon and Edom. And we're going to show that some of them are word for word, the same exact punishment. And we can prove that it's not talking about ancient Babylon. But some of them, they say the same thing just with different words. Now watch this. So that's what Jeremiah 49 and 12 is saying. But let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 29. Right? It says, "Call together the archers against Babylon. All you that bend the bow, camp against it round about it. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel." So this is speaking about that pride. Now we understand in Obadiah speaks about their pride in Edom. But we see that it's speaking about in Jeremiah 50 and 29 that everybody got to deal with it. And what do we see in Jeremiah 49 and 12? Listen, are you he that shall altogether go unpunished? Let's read it in different translation. The NLT, and this is what the Lord says: "If the innocent must suffer, how much more must you? You will not go unpunished. You must drink the cup of judgment," meaning you're going to have to drink it. Now, wow, this is what I mean by I said, like, well, we're going to get a couple precepts outside of these two chapters. But that same wordage, why is it not taking me to Revelation 18? Right? Talking about drinking of the cup is used in Revelation 18. All right, and what do we see? What do we see? Revelation 18 and 6. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cups which she had filled, fill to her double." Meaning you fill the cup, you made other people to drink it, therefore you have to drink it, right? You're not going to go unpunished. You're going to get your punishment, and you're going to have to drink of that cup. Verse 13, right? This is one of the ones that's almost word for word. Well, it is word for word. Okay, almost. Jeremiah 49 and 13. It says, "For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation." So speaking about Basra becoming a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. and all cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste, meaning your cities are going to be forever gone, not off the map, but just simply burnt and destroyed, where people are not going to be living there no more. Now, if we go to Jeremiah 50 and 39 now, watch this. Again, this Jeremiah 50 is speaking about the prophecy against Babylon. Jeremiah 49 is talking about the prophecy against Edom. It says, therefore, the wild beast of the desert with the wild beast of the island shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, right? Vultures and owls. Birds like that. And it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, meaning nobody's going to be living there. The same thing that is going to happen to Edom. That's not a prophecy that's going to happen unto all nations, right? All nations are not going to be wherever they're dwelling at. They're not going to be burnt or destroyed forever and ever, right? That's not something that's going to happen. Right, let's get a precept. Jeremiah 25. Jeremiah 25 and 12. Watch this. Jeremiah 25 and 12 says, and it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, said the Lord, for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it a perpetual desolation. And I'll bring upon that land all my words, which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah prophesied against all the nations. Now, if y'all are familiar with history, Babylon wasn't just like they went to war against the Persians beat them, and then they just had to forcibly submit themselves unto Cyrus. No. According to the Cyrus cylinder, which is a primary source, considering that he's Cyrus, he said there wasn't even a fight, right? Nebuchadnezzar was just like, listen, you got it. I ain't finna buck up against you. This is finna, be transferred over unto you. And then the Babylonians just became subject to the Persians. That's how it went down. It didn't go down with some giant war. Ancient Babylon was destroyed forever and ever. It was burnt up and nobody was dwelling there. No, they were still dwelling there, right? They were still living there. They were still inhabiting over there. They just kind of gave up. Like, listen, we ain't even finna bug up against you, Cyrus. You stronger. You got it. You big homie now. We gonna follow what you got going on. Right. So let's go back to Jeremiah 49. All right. So we have 12 and 14, or 12 and 13, my bad. Now 14, it says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather you together and come against her. This is talking about Edom, labeling Edom as a her. Come against her and rise up to the battle. Right? Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 9. Watch this. Jeremiah 50 and 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. I'm going to go down to verse 41. Watch this. It says, how is Shishak taken, and how is the praise of the whole earth surprised? How is Babylon become an astonishment among the nations? The sea is come up against Babylon. She is covered with the multitudes of the waves thereof. Babylon. My people go up against her, deliver every man his soul in fierce anger. Oh, I'm in the wrong chapter. I was wondering why I was reading. So, like here, Jeremiah 50 and 9. It says, for lo, I will rise and cause, to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. Now the her is Babylon, because we're in Jeremiah 50. But we see in Jeremiah 49 that is speaking about coming against her, and that's talking about Edom, right? Now, who's coming up against her? The heathen, right? All of them are gathering together to go against Edom in Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 50, great nations from the north, and they set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty man, a mighty expert man. A man, be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain, meaning they all accomplish their work, which is to go over there and destroy this woman, right? The woman will be Babylon in Jeremiah 50. Now going to 41. In Jeremiah 50, behold, a people shall come up from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. That's every one of them getting their judgment. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle against you, O daughter of Babylon. Meaning what? They're all facing a similar judgment like this. All the heathen are coming up against her. That's not the same judgment for every nation. Every nation is not getting destroyed by every single nation outside of itself. That's only happening to Babylon. Now watch this. There's more. So Jeremiah 14, or Jeremiah 49 and 16, right? It says, thy terribleness has deceived you, and the pride of your heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring you down from thence, saith the Lord. This is speaking about Edom, right? This is the mentality of Edom. Now, if we go to Jeremiah 50 and 31, yeah. It says, behold, I am against you, O you most proud, says the Lord God of hosts. For your day is come, the time that I will visit you. The most proud shall stumble and fall from their high places, which is in the clefts of the rocks. None shall raise them up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. That sounds familiar, because when we read the book of Obadiah, watch this, because it speaks about I will kindle a fire in his cities. Yeah, I'll kindle fire in the cities, and they shall devour him round about him. Right? That's the same phraseology that's going to happen to Edom. Right? What's going to happen? You see the flame, you see the fire, and none shall be remaining of the house of Esau. Right? But it also spoke about and none shall raise them up. Right? Watch this. What did Edom say? Malachi 1 and 4. They shall build, but I will throw down. Meaning what? They're never going to be able to be raised up again. It's not something that's going to happen. It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Right? It doesn't matter if they want to build. It doesn't matter if they want to extol themselves again. It's not going to happen. Right? So now let's go to Jeremiah 49 and 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. This one is almost word for word. Right? Now watch this. When we go to Jeremiah 50, is it 50? Yeah. Jeremiah 50 and 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and shall hiss at all her plagues. That's the same thing as this. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it, Edom, shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Oh, my bad, y'all can't see it. Right? So the same thing, word for word, that's going to happen to Babylon is going to happen to Edom in Jeremiah 49:17 and Jeremiah 50:13. Right? Both saying the same things word for word. Likewise with verse 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Now, when you go to Jeremiah 50 and boom, 40. It says, as God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell therein. That's literally word for word what's going to happen to Edom. Right after we just read verse 17, that is word for word that's going to happen to Edom. So both of these things are saying the same, they have the same exact judgment. Nobody else has the same exact judgment. Just tuned in. Who is he saying is Babylon? Edom is Babylon. Not the whole nation of Edom, but just a particular people of Edom, which is America. That's who Babylon is. Now, if you want to debate, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I ain't got my laptop charger. It's gonna die. I don't know if it's gonna kick my phone off, but I do not have my laptop charger. But if you disagree, you feel me? There's a email and a Instagram that I could plug you with that you can hit up, and then we can set up a time. I'll make sure to have my charger there. This is the first live video where I don't have my charger. And quite frankly, it's frustrating. Right? Jeremiah 49:21. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So this is something that's right. Let's read verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Speaking about Edom, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Right. So basically, everybody finna know what just happened to Edom. Now, almost word for word, it says the same thing in Jeremiah 50:46, speaking about Babylon. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. If anybody wants to say that this is speaking about ancient Babylon did not go to war with the Persians. That's not how ancient Babylon failed. They just submitted themselves under the Persians under Cyrus because they knew they didn't have no chance. So they just submitted themselves. I knew you was going to say something. Babylon and the judgments on it are specifically on the land not to be inhabited forever. You can find this in Jeremiah chapter 50. Bro, I'm literally reading what you just put in the chat. Yeah, you kind of speaking too soon. But even then, wherever this Babylon is going to be, it's getting the same punishment as Edom. So you would have to show in history how Edom was punished this way, and why is it labeling Babylon receiving the same judgments as Edom? And we don't ever see that happening. You don't ever see anybody getting overthrown like Sodom and Gomorrah. We haven't seen that in history so far, outside of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So we see the same thing, right? The noise of the taking of Babylon is moved. Let's read verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, right? What did it say in 49:20? Hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom. Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he hath made their habitation desolate with them. And everybody's going to hear what happened to Babylon. The same way everybody is going to hear what's going to happen to Edom, right? Both of these, both this Babylon and this Edom are both receiving the same punishments, right? Now, again, it cannot be talking about ancient Babylon because ancient Babylon wasn't destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Ancient Babylon didn't fall to where the whole earth was moved at the noise of it. Ancient Babylon wasn't destroyed to where everybody was destroyed in that land. That never happened in history, and nobody can show that. Right? So, verse 22, it says, "Behold, he shall come up and fly as an eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs." Let's go to Jeremiah 50. Okay, Jeremiah 50 and 37. It says, "A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. They shall become as a woman. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed." All right, so what's going on? Jeremiah and Isaiah proclamation against the land of the Chaldees is yet to be completely fulfilled. Babylon was turned into a capital by Rome. And Babylon was turned into the capital by Rome, and we still waiting on prophecies to be fulfilled there. So you believe Babylon is Rome? You got Instagram, bro? Because I would love to set up a debate to where, you did, James. You said something wrong. I would love to set up a debate to where, we can sit down and have, 2+ hours about this conversation. But I can't do that today because I'm on a time schedule, pursuant to my battery life on my laptop. So, James, do you have an email? Not an email. Well, yeah, email or an Instagram. You go, bro. All right. Okay. So he said the proclamation is against the land of the Chaldeans. Look into the beginning of the chapter. Listen. Okay. All right, fam. Let's go to Lamentations 4. I do believe that it's talking about a land and how it's going to destroy the land. But I don't agree with you on where that land is pursuant to Mystery Babylon. That's where the disagreement is. So you saying it's a proclamation against the land. Well, one is against the land and the people that are dwelling in the land. But again, it's where you think the land is where I disagree at. Right. So let's go to Lamentations 4. Right, in 22. Right, it says, "The punishment of thine iniquity." Well, let's read 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." So we see Edom again. "That dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto you, and you shall be drunken, and shall make yourself naked. The punishment of your iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion," meaning we're being delivered out of captivity. "He will no more carry the way into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and discover your sins." Right? So the whole thing, let me pull this up. SICARII 2. Watch this. Babylon is a tourist attraction today. Prophecy isn't and wasn't fulfilled. James, I never said that this was fulfilled. One. And it is a tourist attraction because America is a tourist attraction. So appreciate you. Zechariah 2. All right, watch this. If it's speaking about the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of Zion is accomplished, meaning we are no longer being brought into slavery anymore. That means that when we read this, well, actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna get the letter. Let me pull this up. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Micah 4 and 10. It says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now you shall go forth out of the city, which was Jerusalem. You shall dwell in the field, West Africa, and you shall even go to Babylon." Right? So we're going to go from Jerusalem to West Africa to Babylon. There shall you be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem you from the hand of your enemies. So in the midst of us in Babylon, we're going to be delivered from the hand of our enemies. This is Micah writing this. Now watch this. In Zechariah 2 and 6, it says, "Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver yourself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon." We dwell with the daughter of Babylon, and we need to be delivered. But I thought, if we read Micah 4 and 10, Zechariah 2, 6 through 7, this would mean that we have another captivity to go through if our iniquity is accomplished. Right? What bro talking about? He said, "Never to be inhabited, no son, no nephew, no heir will pitch." Oh, okay, so you believe that. Oh, okay. James, did you want to join it live? You on a time limit, my boy. You want to join it live? All kingdoms, even America, is a daughter of Babylon. America is not Babylon. I mean, if America is the daughter of Babylon, so I'm assuming you're either going to say two things. It's either the Pope, Rome. I don't think you'll say it's Jerusalem. Some people do say it's Jerusalem. I know somebody personally who say, well, not person, but I know him that says Jerusalem. He out here in Arizona. I'm hoping to see him tonight. And I actually spoke to somebody with Ahaziah who said that it was Jerusalem. I need to hit bro to schedule that debate. You don't say it's the Pope or Rome or the capital of Rome. I think you did say it was the capital of Rome. Hold on. Babylon was turned into a capital by Rome. James, did you want to join the live? I got only 40%, but it's gonna die quick. I believe Jeremiah, Isaiah, no son, no nephew. Okay, bro. Come here. We're gonna do this. That's for James. So watch this. Let's read this, but in the GNT. Hold on. Where's my Psalms 137. No, in the GNT. All right. Watch this. The land of Israelites in exile. Right. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon we sat down. There we wept when we remembered Zion. On the willows nearby we hung our harps. Those who captured us told us to sing. They told us to entertain them. Sing us a song about Zion." Right? This is literally like just us sorrowful and us being punished, and they're trying to force us to entertain them. So when we keep reading, it says, "Remember, Lord, what the Edomites did the day Jerusalem was captured. Remember how they kept saying, 'Tear it down to the ground.'" It just said by the rivers of Babylon we were doing this, and then randomly David's gonna say, "Remember the Edomites." Nah, he's literally, it's contextual. But watch this, the next verse. "Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy are those who pay you back for what you have done to us, who take your babies and smash them against the rock, against a rock. Why is it mentioning Edom? Well, it mentions Babylon first, and then it randomly mentions Edom, and then mentions Babylon again. And then we just read in Jeremiah 49 and 50 how Edom and Babylon are receiving the same punishments, but that couldn't have been ancient Babylon because ancient Babylon wasn't burnt with fire, right? And people still dwell where ancient Babylon was or is, right? Which is Iran, right? Iran. The link there is for James. I don't think he's gonna click it, but he might. I could be wrong. Raw subject to be wrong, right? But that was the lesson, right? It was gonna be a quick lesson. It's just 2 chapters. If you missed it, of course you can go back. I knew you was gonna click the link. Of course you can go back and watch it. But we had 38%. Laptop gonna die. It's gonna kick me off at the phone, I'm pretty sure. And then that'll be the live. Plus I won't be able to share my screen no more. So but as I got y'all on here, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all some interesting stuff. What's going on, man? I'm gonna show y'all something, right? Make sure that y'all go and do 2 things. 1, go watch this video, right? It's a good video. He said some crazy things. I'm pretty sure y'all can see what he verbatimly said. He didn't say I'm guilty of being a, but I asked him, are you guilty of being a, y'all see it? And he said yes, right? And then he tried to put it on me. But watch this though. I got something else to show you, right? Hold on. Right. So James, are you gonna join the live or no? You wasn't gonna join. Let us know. So if y'all will, just look up at SICARII. I have a new channel, right? There's nothing on there yet, but there's certain videos that I haven't released that are pretty good debates, whether recorded either virtually or street debates, right? There's a lot of them that are going to be released on this channel. So make sure that y'all go over there and y'all just look up at SICARII, because if you just look up on the YouTube, it's not going to pop up. Just type at SICARII, and you should see this. You feel me? If you go there, yeah, we figure he won't, right? But if you go there, you hit subscribe. Of course, click the bell. That way, when I do release, start releasing the videos, you guys will be able to I didn't even subscribe my damn self. You guys will be able to see the new videos coming out, right? There's gonna be a lot of videos that are not even debates, right? There's a lot of other videos that are gonna be coming out that are good for the nation, right? I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek on my Instagram, right? But you got to be paying attention to my Instagram, right? Which is the same thing, just Tazarok, right? Persia is still Iran, Jerusalem is still Jerusalem, Babylon is still Babylon, America is in the islands of the sea. Maybe I would join if you are on tomorrow night. I am not on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'll be at camp. What state you live in, bro? I'm in Arizona. I know I'm live on yeah. This is not talking about ancient Babylon, James. Well, the ones that I have read. That's talking about a mystery Babylon in Revelation, of course, sister. But yeah, I forgot to hit you back up on Discord. My bad, bro. I don't be on Discord. I seen it, but that's my fault. But yeah, make sure that y'all go subscribe to that. He green. Yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel at SICARII, all caps. Because there's gonna be a lot of new videos going up there. Some of them are old, you feel me? That just didn't get that many views on the others, on the other channels, right? But they're all still edifying. I'm not gonna release no. Damn, I had SICARII last video the whole time. All right, but I will be going live on there too, and be doing live debates on there as well. So make sure that y'all stay tuned. All right, because I do want to schedule a Mystery Babylon debate because I got somebody who said he will do it. I just haven't hit him up. And I also might have somebody for a real, polygyny debate, as well as some OT only debates as well. Right. So, we had 33% on this laptop. Any questions? Right? Any questions? Any questions in the chat concerning anything? James, that means you too, bro. I mean, like I said, do you have Instagram, James? Oh, snaps. Let me do that. Right. So if y'all missed it, we just went over Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, showing that Edom is Babylon. Right. We didn't get into the location. We didn't go into how it's America. We didn't get into all that. We just got into how Edom is Babylon, right? Pursuant to the same judgments that they're going to have for what they've done. All right, any questions? Oh, shit. Ishtar Gate in Babylon. Now the world is loving it. Watch for that ancient city to be the what? Watch that ink. I'll be in touch. Okay, bro. No, you won't. But all right. Shalom. Why are we using the AI visual so much now? It's good, right? It gives good it gives good whatchamacallit, AI images. You feel me? But mine wasn't AI like this one. It wasn't AI. Hold on, let me mute myself. Like this one. That one I didn't use I guess I did. I just looked it up on the internet. Okay. Visual learning tools. All right. But they're good. I know somebody on Instagram who be making some fire they're making some fire visuals for like the kingdom. I have his Instagram. I don't know what it's called by heart, but maybe I'll plug it to the next video. Yeah, listen, I know a lot of y'all listen. The little thumbnail was fire for sure. For sure. Right, but do y'all have any questions whatsoever before we end the live? Right, so I know that y'all wanted more of a in-depth breakdown. Salaki, I couldn't get that to y'all. But again, at Tazarab Sakari on YouTube, it's a whole new YouTube channel. Um, it is gonna be solely me. There'll still be videos posted on CASHAPP, the camp videos, of course. As well as the lives. The lives will be on CASHAPP as well. But this is where I'll be posting, just solely videos of myself, right? As well as other videos too, right? There's going to be a lot of different videos on there to be the Most High's will and breakdowns that are outside of the lives, right? So make sure that y'all tune into that. But if there's no more questions, we can end it here. With that, I want to say, call all Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. That's all praise to the Most High in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right, Kwam Yasharala, and y'all stay safe out here.